morning. So these are Oldonyo Tuli's selection for the National Bull Sale. We've got 4 bulls. We farm in Tengwe, Mashonaland West. Our main Tuli herd is on the farm in Tengwe, and these bulls, when they're selected at 2 years old, they get sent to Mokono Magic in Chinhoyi, and this is where they are at the moment.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting that the Tuli, and these are a good example of it, are do particularly well at the National Bull Sale, because although they're a Sangha breed, which is naturally adapted to the country, they are the biggest of the Sangha breeds. So they compete nicely at the National Bull Sale with the other breeds, whereas our other smaller Sangha breeds at the National Bull Sale don't stand out as well. So these will give you lots of beef. So a lot of guys looking for beef and hardiness can find it here in the Tuli. With the year that's coming up, it's going to be quite interesting to see at the National how these, because everyone's very aware of the fact that grazing is very short, and food is going to be at its all-time high to buy at the moment, so animals that are naturally adapted and can cope. So I think we're going to find quite a lot of people looking at buying into the idea of crossing with indigenous animals to try and be climate smart farming, because I think that's becoming a very relevant thing at the moment in the world. What do you think, Jan?
Yeah, I agree, sir. Yeah. Also this year, this is the year of the Tuli, and under the ZHB banner, and in Bulawayo at the Beef School. The Beef School in Bulawayo will be featuring the Tuli. It's the year of the Tuli.
Yeah. And certainly I'm finding at home that if I'm looking at my herd compared to people around me, my Tulis are holding their condition quite well. And as you say, you're not putting a lot of food into these animals, because it just isn't here if you look at the grass around. But they are holding, these are on a bit of maintenance feed for the National Bull Sale, but they're not costing you a fortune to get ready for the National Bull Sale, which is what people forget, is that how much did it cost you to get you to a certain level? So we might not sell as high as some of the top high prices that maybe the Brahman get, but what did it cost us to get it there in the first place? There's more money in your pocket at the end of the day because it didn't cost us as much, and I think that's the thing that people forget a lot. And if you're not having to treat as much because of disease, if you're not having to put as much feed in, if you're not having to put as much management in, all of that saves you in your pocket. And then at the end of the day, your animals will sell for a good price, and they're liked in the weaner market because these bulls will be up, what are you looking at, about 700 kgs in here? So, and these are rising 3-year-old bulls, so at 2 years old you can get a carcass into the feedlots at 500, 600 kgs without too much problem at all, which is what feedlotters are looking for. And we have fertility, we've got hardiness, but we've also got beef in the Tuli. That's a really important selling point.
So these bulls back home in Tengwe, they're raised on the veld. Winter they get a winter maintenance block, and here, once they get here to Mokono, and when the rains are finished, they go on 1% of the body weight. Special ration that's been made up by Red Dane. Red Dane's in the background there. I don't know if you can focus on that. And they provide us a ration which is for the bulls, and they only get fed 1% of their body weight until they get to the National. So they're not fed out the bag, lots of mealies. They have to go and graze in the bush to fill their bellies.
The other interesting thing that I've noticed in your cattle here is that one of the things we target in the Tuli is that it's an early maturing breed. And if it's early maturing, that means that you get your calves on the ground quicker, you're turning over your income much faster. And bigger testicle size in younger Tulis at 400 days old means that the heifers will be early maturing. So it's good to see in all of these bulls that we've got early maturing genetics in here. And it's another gift that we get naturally out of the Tuli, is that as soon as the conditions are right, those animals can mature early, cycle early, get calves on the ground early for us, which is, again, all financial. It makes money sense for us.